Hey, welcome back to Enough Seat TV. Welcome to The Hot Seat with Ayokunle Ajishafe. The Hot Seat is a place where we talk about governance, politics, and everything that affects us as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. One of the major things that is affecting us at the moment is, the strike. The organized labor is in a tussle with the federal government, and they are ensuring that they shut down the whole country. At the moment, there isn't power. The staff from the transmission company has shut down the power grid, saying that they have started commenced strikes since 12 midnight. And here we are as Nigerians trying to find a living for ourselves. The first question is it justified that the government is not being sensitive to the plight and the problem of its citizens, especially its workers? The NLC and TUC, the organized labor together, are requesting for an increment to a minimum wage of about 494,000 naira. 494,000. That's a lot. And the government is saying, no, we cannot afford that. We can only do 60,000 naira. So there's a disparity of about over 400,000. And because of this, the organized labor is saying they are going on strike. How did we get here? First, let me start by saying that the Minimum Wage Act has expired in April 2024 and is supposed to be reviewed. And because of this, it has not been reviewed. But the federal government is saying they are doing a 100% increase and offering to place the minimum wage at 60,000 naira. On the other hand, the organized labor says the problem in the country, the economic situation, the state of things in the country is worse than for you to just offer 60,000, because 60,000 naira cannot do anything. And trust me, 60,000 can do nada in this country at the moment. So what do we do? Should we swing with the labor, the organized labor, or we should swing with the Federal Republic? I think our search for solutions should begin from asking important questions. Important questions like, what are we spending our money on? What is taking it away from us? Are we enjoying the life we're supposed to enjoy as Nigeria? There is a government organization that is called the Consumer Protection Agency. I wonder if they have been doing their job. Because when you go to the market, you see that the value, the quality of the things that will buy in the product will buy in the market has drastically dropped. And the price has increased. So if you want to get a toothpaste, just mention any toothpaste. You will discover that the quantity has reduced, the quality has reduced, but the price has gone up. When we used to buy milk back in the days, it used to be, I don't want to talk about pricing now, but when you see the milk, you see how thick this milk is. But now, water don't pass garri. How did we get there? What is CPC doing? The same goes for almost all the sectors. Even the fuel we are buying, some of this fuel are already adulterated. And then we need to live with this. I think this is the place where both the federal government and the organized labor should start their conversation from. Well, we'll leave them to take care of that, but let's now go into the main problem that has led to the strike. Organized labor is asking for 494,000. The federal government is saying 60,000. 494, 60,000. 494, 60,000. 400. Well, why won't the government move ground? Why won't the organized labor move ground? I think the organized labor needs to be very, very realistic with the situation of things that are on ground. There is no way the federal government will be able to pay 494,000 to the vast number of civil servants that we have within the Federal Republic of Nigeria, both as federal civil servants or state civil servants. I bet you there are states that are still owing salaries even with the minimum wage at 30,000 naira. There are states that said they can't pay. Now you want to take it to 400 and people of God. This enough you work. Let's be realistic with ourselves. Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC. Let's be realistic. I understand where we are coming from, but will the government be able to pay? If the government agrees to pay and they cannot fulfill their part of the bargain, we're going to, the NLC, TUC, and the whole entire organized labor, we decide to go on strike. If they go on strike, what happens? That means we are back to square one. They cannot afford to pay, and then we start the negotiation from day one. So I think the organized labor needs to be very, very realistic in their demand. I'm not saying you should not make demands, but I think we need to be realistic with our demand. I also think that the organized labor should not be fighting just for civil servants, but they should be fighting for the entire citizen. Because there are people who are in the private sector, there are people who do their personal businesses. Do you want this increment? Don't also forget that immediately the federal government approves the new minimum wage, it will take toll on everything that will buy in the market, from the transportation, logistics, tariffs. All these things would increase, definitely. So we need to also be conscious, because a woman that is buying tomatoes, immediately he hears that salary has minimum wage is 494,000 naira. You can be sure that 5 balls of tomato that we used to buy, that we are even complaining now, that is 1,000, 2,000, will definitely go to maybe 50,000. And this will cause inflation. I'm not sure any of us wants inflation in this country. We should be guarding against some of these economic problems. We're already in an economic deep shit in this country. I don't think we should begin to sink the economy of this country the more. Now let's go to the federal government. Federal government needs to put a lot of things in check. The federal government is saddled with the responsibility to ensure the welfare of the people of Nigeria. But sometimes we ask ourselves this question: what are they doing? There is a hike in the fuel price. It has increased. We used to buy fuel for 192, less than 200. Now it's some places 600, some places almost times 3. So why do you think the NLC will not be making a demand? Look at what happened to electricity tariffs. Electricity tariffs has gone way high. Do we think that all these things will not be a justification for the NLC, the TUC to ask for more? The cost of transportation, cost of importation of buying things. If you need to get engine, we don't produce cars in this country. You want to bring in car, the cost of bringing it in has increased. Now imagine if the what's it called goes up, the minimum wage goes up. That means that a car that still goes for maybe 2 million now will definitely go for maybe 8 million or 10 million. You know more than any other person as federal government, as team of the federal government, that this will bring a huge inflation on the country, which is going to sink the economy of this country far more worse than what has been happening to us. It is high time for us to come together, come back to the drawing board. We cannot continue with this strike. It's detrimental to the growth of this country. We should not begin to sink the economic boat of this country further into the deep. Let's come together. I'm also going to land on this. There are people that are private business owners that run services. Are we considering them? Is the NLC and the civil servants, are they ready to bear that when there is an increase in their salary, these people too will increase their charges? I hope you know that the person that used to wash your clothes for you, your laundryman, that used to pay 200 naira, when you start collecting whatever the federal government and the organized labor agree, you cannot afford to be paying the person 200 naira again. You need to also increase it. These are things we should look into. These are questions that we should answer. I don't want to be the only one doing the talking. I would like to have your comments in the comment section below. Please endeavor to follow us on all of our social media. It's North Sea TV across all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please endeavor to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Till I come your way next time, my name is Ayokunle Ajishaf. Everybody calls me Aji. I leave you in God's hand. Cheers. See you later.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe for more videos.